Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step, and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final part of Super Mario Bros. 2. We're going to be going into World 7. We might as well play as Mario for the last couple of levels, since he is the main character, after all. World 7, as I said at some point earlier in the playthrough... Oh. Alright. World 7, as I said at some point earlier in the playthrough, only consists of 2 levels. So, at this point, this is certainly going to be the finale, even if these levels do take a little while. These levels are pretty hard, but I wouldn't call this the overall hardest world just because it's 2 levels, so... You're not dealing with nearly as much as you would in any of the other worlds. And here we get 1 coin. Yeah, this world is not very nice when it comes to giving you stuff, but at the very least, that's 1 possible life. Or 3, if we get really lucky. Oh, and here we have even more coins. And a life. Or not a life, a mushroom. But that does refill our life, in addition to giving us another heart. It should also be noted, especially in this part, that there are different kinds of turnips you can pick up, which do have different properties to them. Oof, and we made the jump onto the albatross, which is going to fly us all across the level. And this is what we need to do in order to get past the pillar at the beginning of the stage, which we can normally get past on its own if we're playing as someone like, I don't know, Luigi or Peach, but whether you can make it past here, I'm not too sure. Usually I'm playing as Mario in these worlds, but in here we have a rocket to help us progress through the rest of the level. Also, I should note, Mimi is joining me once again for the finale of the Let's Play, so she essentially just stayed around for the parts that you guys are most interested in, the start and the finale. Oh man, the lag right now. This section's actually really difficult. We have to make it through here, which is actually a bit easier small, even though our hitbox isn't drastically changed, but we just need to make it through here with the Shy Guys coming after us without jumping. And there we are. Oh man. And then there's the pink Shy Guy who can be a bit of an issue. Although we can also jump right past him. Oh man, then a Ninja and a Sniffit. This part does just not give up, does it? Whew. I was a little nervous jumping on top of him there. Luckily, the ladder, you're safe from these guys. They go around it. So unless we go on top of the ladder or any of that, we're fine. And as you can see, even the super jump does not make it up there, so we need to start stacking these, which means we're going to have to release the guy in there. And we couldn't do it without taking the hit. That's okay, because we're going to be here now with all 3 hit points. I got hit already. Alright. Go, go, go. And super jump. Oh, I didn't make it. Although, I might be able to just grip onto the ladders. Like, without actually being able to make the jump onto the clouds. Yeah, there we go. We just need to hold up so that we make sure we grab onto the ladder by the time we reach there. Oof, made it past the Sniffit, no problem. And... oh. And in the door we go. And here we have another Silver Birdo, meaning we have to use the mushroom platform. Oh, we killed Birdo and then we died. And there's a heart. Second attempt at fighting Birdo. This time, we're going to try to keep close to the mushroom platform. Make sure that we're always on top of it. Just jumping past the flames. Constantly using it. And when you do hit Birdo, they stop when they're about to use their flames or egg. Because they're busy getting hit, so... there's no real issue. And we make it through, and Birdo's back. Hey, we got a life. Okay. I believe we lost 3 that level, 2 that level or something. Okay, so we're making up for it for sure. Nice. Okay, so we exit the level with more lives than we entered the level with. And now time for the final level of Super Mario Bros. 2, 7-2. And this, we're going to be going in as Mario, of course. And this level is actually really difficult, and it's really long. Similar to all of the final... oh, I died already. But we do have 14 lives going in, so we should be able to make it without any issue. Although in this world, I'd mentioned how if you use a continue... I may have not mentioned this, but if you use a continue, go back to the start of the world you're in. Since World 7 overall doesn't have as many levels, it's not as much punishment here. And in the castle, guarded by the Ninja, you have a a conveyor belt, some Shy Guys that I jumped straight on top of. That wasn't very smart of me. Go. Avoid these guys, or try to avoid these guys, rather. Alright, we made it past all the conveyor belts. Now we have a section where we need to make it through these areas with the sparks going all around the chains. I don't know what the point of that area over there is. For some reason, this area reminds me of a palace in Zelda 2. Which we'll actually have to Let's Play at some point, because we beat Zelda 1. Oh, didn't make it. There are a good amount of checkpoints in this level, seeing as how there's constantly a bunch of doors and chains you have to climb up and all that. And up here is where we can get through this door is where we can get the mushroom of this level, which we are going to be getting. This place is completely optional if you don't actually want to get the mushroom, but I recommend it. Actually, I think there's 2 mushrooms, but I don't remember exactly where the second one is. Taking a hit on the way there is fine, since we'll get all our health back from the mushroom. Getting coins in this level is completely useless, since there's no other roulette after this. It's the end of the game. But we might as well grab one. There we are. I believe that one over there is like a bomb or something. We don't want that. Oh, and I got hit on the way up. That's not good. Oh, and how are we gonna make it through there? Whew. Very carefully is how, apparently. Can we just super jump past? Yeah, okay. Oh. That was a mistake. And now we have another section, kind of similar to one of the castles earlier in the game. I can't remember exactly which one. Where we just gotta climb up while there's Sparkies on all the platforms. So this part's kind of difficult and dangerous. We need to keep an eye on a lot of different Spark enemies. Luckily the one here goes very slowly, so we have a lot of time here. Oh, and I went back and hit it. Now, another reason to go for that mushroom is that going through that door will count as a checkpoint, so we're just back here instead of having to do the climbing bit down there again. Ah, I was doomed on that jump. But it's okay, we made it through the door, so we don't have to do that section again. We're good. Oh, that's a lot of guys coming at us. Oh, and I died. And there's a key door, we're going to need to go after that. The boss theme is playing here, but this isn't actually where we're going to encounter the final boss of the game. Not yet, anyway. We need to duck again. We might as well just stay ducked on this whole conveyor belt. It just means going a little slowly. And hey, it's a Birdo holding a key. Has that ever been a thing in this game so far? I don't know if it has. But we need to kill this Birdo and get this key. And I mentioned earlier how I wanted to know which Birdos are the most common. You know, that also includes... Because some Birdos appear just as random enemies in levels. Like we had that one where we had to ride the egg earlier, and that was, I believe, the last appearance of a pink Birdo in the game. In World 3, actually, so they must not be very common. I'd say the red Birdos are probably the most common, since the green and the silver ones kind of... I don't know the difference between them. They kind of just both appear at random points. Alright, back in this door we go. And there's a key door we need to get to. Right, here we are. And we can grab a mushroom platform here, and you might think, oh, there's the exit. We just grab this, and now the bird attacks us. He's betrayed us. You're our friend, bird dude. We went through your mouth a lot. That's kind of weird now that I think about it, but, you know, we were pals, but he's betrayed us. And now we actually need to defeat him using these mushroom stools, and once we do defeat him, he's going to open up, and inside his mouth is the true final boss. The one responsible for everything, Wart. Anyway, he opens his mouth and shoots bubbles at us. We need to grab these turnips coming out of this device here and throw them in his mouth while he's shooting the bubbles. But his bubbles can also destroy the turnips in midair. So we need to kind of keep him off screen before we grab these. There's one hit on him. I can't remember how many hits he takes, although I believe some of these different turnips do different amounts of damage. We have 8 lives, 8 chances to beat this guy, Wart. So let's see how this goes. You know, honestly, I'm surprised Wart hasn't made as much of an impact on the Mario Bros. Series, considering he appeared as the final boss of the second game. I mean, granted, people are well aware this isn't the actual second original game, but a lot of things were brought over in the later games, like Shy Guys and Ninjas, and especially Bob-ombs. But for some reason, Wart just never has appeared in the series again. I mean, Super Mario 3D World, I kind of expected them to bring back Wart, seeing as how they had the 4 playable characters, Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach. And they have the kind of, that same kind of level progression, but, you know, we'll get to the 3D World when we get to it. Oh, and we need to be early on the throw, otherwise the bubble will just hit our turnip, and we won't be able to hit him. Oh, I don't know why that didn't hit him. The bubble must have been like a single pixel. Alright, 3, 2, 1, jam. There we go. I didn't even hit his mouth at that point. He backed up a bit, because like most bosses in this game, he shimmies back and forth, and we need to be sure he's at the right area in which we can hit him. Ooh, a pumpkin, I think, or is this tomato? I don't know. We need to be sure to hit him with this one, because this one hurts him a lot. There we go. At least I think they hurt him a lot. I'm very unfamiliar with the mechanics of Mario 2. We did hit him again. He should be getting close to finish now. Finish him! Fatality. Mario wins. Almost flawless victory. I don't know why there's a bunch of Phantos in this room, or why he had this device in here, which we used to defeat him, but anyway, we beat him. And with that, we free... Actually, I don't remember what these people are called. They're just like fairy gypsy things. I don't know. They kind of look like the Bezos, but with different faces. But we freed them from Wart's capture. And it looks like Mario won the most levels, all thanks to the final world, actually. Thanks to those 2 levels. So, if we'd have done it with anybody else, he would have tied with Peach, or if we'd done it with Peach, he would have had the most. But yeah, that is the end of Super Mario Bros. 2. The people take Wart away to be beaten up. We have successfully saved them. And in this ending, we also see that for some reason their colors that were had like a blue shade are now black, so I don't know. And the big twist of the game, which is kind of controversial among fans, and it's the reason a lot of people don't really like this game's story, the whole thing was just a dream. And this is part of the reason why Wart doesn't appear again, and why a lot of these characters don't appear again, is because it was all just a dream. It was all just Mario's dream. But I gotta say, this little animated cutscene really adds a lot of personality to Mario. He's got an M on his sleeping hat, and, you know, he's got the curly mustache under his nose. But with that said, Super Mario Bros. 2, I still think this is a really good game, a really fun one. It's definitely an NES, like, must-play at some point, even if you don't want to, like, own it or play it all the time. It's still a classic, and it's odd that this game doesn't appear on the Nintendo Online Switch thing. Anyway, seeing as how we've beaten this game, they're showing us all the enemy names like Porky-Po and Tweeter. Bob-omb, of course. But we are going to be getting to Super Mario Bros. 3, and then eventually Super Mario Land, and so on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I had a lot of fun with it. You know, it was a little difficult having to redo all the saves, and, you know, I had a lot of editing in this video, in this series overall. Like, Part 5 was insane with the editing. Mimi, thanks for joining me as always. Pokey, those guys also returned a lot. I forgot to mention them for some reason. But anyway, what is that? Oh, that's the chair that the Shy Guys ride. Alright. Mauser. And I did find out, thanks to Super Smash Bros. Spirits, the little guy I'm referring to is often called Little Mauser. I don't know if he's a different character or whatnot, so that would explain why he and Mauser have such different appearances. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.
Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky.